Today's review is of a phone that represents the Lollipop Guild. This is the tiny, diminutive, minuscule little HP Veer. And this phone actually is more power-packed than one would imagine. The HP Veer has a 2.6-inch capacitive touchscreen with 18-bit color spread. It's not as glamorous as a Super AMOLED or Retina, but it is actually a decent display. Also, this phone's keyboard is exceedingly tiny. It's optimal for elf or gnome fingers. Also, if you happen to be a petite woman or a teen, this phone will be fine for you, or a man with woman hands. Under the hood, the HP Veer has an 800 MHz Qualcomm processor. It also has Bluetooth 2.1 with stereo, built-in GPS, an accelerometer, Wi-Fi, A2DP, and an iPhone-like silence button. A few things about the Veer. Its back panel can be removed, but it really shouldn't. When you remove the back panel, it's attached to the phone via a cable. Also, the battery is in lockdown mode in an Alcatraz-like crate, so there's really no way to remove the battery, and there's no micro SD card storage on this phone. You just get 8 gigabytes of built-in storage, and it really equates to 6.1. That's next to nothing in this multimedia hungry day and age. You won't notice a USB or 3.5mm audio jack on this phone, and that's because HP uses a magnetic system. We like the magnet system for charging, but HP included a 3.5mm audio jack converter that snaps right in, and it'll snap right out when you're jogging or exercising or dancing. Also, the HP Veer's camera is exceedingly lacking. It is a 5-megapixel shooter, it has no flash, no manual controls, VGA video recording, and if you stand in the right place at the right time with the right lighting on one leg with your arm stretched diagonally into the sky, you can get a decent picture, but those occurrences were few and far between. As for video quality, don't even ask me. Go to our site, look at the whole review, you be the judge. For call quality, we are actually impressed with the Veer. We had no major complaints making or receiving calls, and battery life was improved compared to the Palm Pre 2. And one of our favorite parts of the Veer is its webOS operating system and its gesture panel, which we're going to cover in the tour right now. webOS with the HP Veer. Now, all of our applications are going to be known as cards, so in order to do that, you just open up an application and swipe it up like that. It turns into a card. Now, you can actually take the cards and arrange them in packs, so if you have like websites or like contacts, you can put them all in the same deck. So this is pretty neat. And if you want to just get rid of one, all you have to do is, there you go, throw it up into space. Now our gesture panel, we want to open up back, takes you back, and obviously did the up swipe. Now we're checking out the browser here, pinch to zoom, and when we get up close, the resolution is actually not that bad. Double tap to zoom, text wrap, that is dandy. And that's right, we get Flash 10.1 support in the browser. And games, you say? This phone can handle games easily. We're playing Rednecks vs. Aliens, one of our favorites here. Got the potato cannon out. And we get the HP app catalog. Now, one downside to this phone is the fact that the population of applications do not rival the Android market or App Store. So, but we do get Angry Birds, we get Slice It, and there's also Need for Speed. So that is a plus. Now we do get AT&T Navigator with the built-in GPS. We've also got all of our mail accounts synced together. So we have Google, Hotmail, and we can put in a Microsoft Exchange. So that's a great part of this phone. Also, we have the Just Type bar here. So we can type in anything. We'll use something we already searched for. Winning. And we get suggestions. We could Google search it. We could look it up in Maps, Wikipedia, Twitter. We could also do new tasks, new messages, calendar, and it utilizes that word. So if we go to Google, that word is searched, but we could also start a new message with that, and there is our hero. Our InfoSync diagnosis with the tiny little minuscule diminutive HP Veer that came from Munchkin Land is a bit of a wash. This phone will only appeal to a select group of users. First off, those who don't care for Android or iOS. Also somebody whose prime concern is size, because that's one of the prime selling points for the HP Veer. This is a fantastic messaging and multitasking phone. On the downside, the Veer needs a much more powerful camera. We'd like more memory, a 3.5mm audio jack, and more applications from the app catalog. For the full HP Veer review, go to www.infosyncworld.com for full analysis, image samples, and videos. Until next time, I'm Mike Perlman.